The Lebanese government says more than 1.2 million people have been displaced because of the Israeli bombardment of the country. With very limited resources, the government has prioritized the space it has to shelter its own citizens, leaving tens of thousands of migrants on the streets. After a journey that saw them scattered on the streets, moving from one city to the other, a group of 80 African women from Sierra Leone have finally found a roof over their heads.
I came here to work to try to take care of my family, my kids. But since this war, I don't have job because of the war. There is no job everywhere. I was working in Kwenin village.
Kwenin is very close to the border. It's about 3 kilometers away and very close to the bombings and the strike.
Because of too much bomb, I was so afraid. I came to bed to Sabra 1 month. Within 2 months, they also strike in Sabra.
28-year-old Mary Koroma left her 2 children and husband. She came to Lebanon to work and support her family back home. When she had a job, she used to send all of the $200 she earned every month back to her family in Sierra Leone. Mary's colleague in this shelter, Hassanatu Conte, is in a much worse condition. She had a car accident right before the war in Lebanon intensified, limiting her ability to move.
I don't know yet what will happen in the future. I feel scared because of the war, and my condition, because I cannot work for myself. They're helping me if I need help. Like if I want to go to the toilet, if I want to stand up, they help me. No, I don't plan to stay because now I'm scared of Lebanon. 1, I have an accident, then 2, the war.
Unfortunately, most of the African migrants here have not found anyone to pay for their evacuation. And to make matters worse, most of these women don't even have their passports.
No, I don't have them with me. I leave them in my employer's house. They hold our documents. Since the day we came in Lebanon.
I only have a copy with my madam. The way she was treating me is not good. Sometimes no food. They are bullying us, shouting at us.
Too much work for me. I don't have time to rest. Sometimes I work from morning till night. I don't have time to rest. Sometimes I work in the night till 12 o'clock. I stop working, then I sleep. At 6, I wake up again in the morning to work. Here, when you came for house help, you don't have any off or weekends.
Under the country's labor system called kafala, which is an Arabic word meaning sponsorship, most migrants are tied up to their employer and cannot work elsewhere or use their passports to leave Lebanon, as their travel documents are held by their bosses. If they complain against the often deplorable working conditions, they're kicked out and left on the streets without any rights.
It's called modern-day slavery because, first of all, it gives no rights to migrants. They are treated as second-class humans. Often they are abused in homes, not even paid for the hard work they do, and evidently not provided any basic rights. So most of them don't get days off, and all of that is acceptable under the kafala system. Some women tell me the house got bombed. Probably even their employers don't have their own passports. This crisis is the biggest the country has seen.
Luckily for these women, Dia and her team are advocating for their rights. With the help of the authorities, they're chasing sponsors to retrieve the forcibly confiscated passports.
We also collected all the information from everyone under our care to start the repatriation process with immigration at General Security. The issue is that none of them holds their passports. Some of them don't even have pictures and have no contact with their employers.
All these women are way luckier than many others. The United Nations said on Friday that many Lebanese families who evacuated the country have left their house workers locked inside their residences. The International Organization for Migration says the number of cases where house workers are abandoned is spiking. IOM estimates that there are nearly 170,000 migrant workers in Lebanon. The dream of a better living condition to these women means that they leave their countries and loved ones to come here to Lebanon to get paid as little as $150 a month. And the Israeli war on Lebanon has even deprived them of that. leaving them literally was nothing, not even an ID document like a passport that could take them back home. عادل المحروي, CGTN, Beirut, Lebanon.